Hi, you must be Daisy Ross.
Yes, I am. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can you please have a seat?
Yes,
Thank you so much for coming in for the interview today. We've been really looking for a new addition to join our ice cream parlor and help us, tackle this summer rushes. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions, a little bit about yourself and things. But first off, how did you hear about our opening at the ice cream parlor?
Well, I come to this parlor a lot, and it just saw it on the wall one day, and I was like, I really enjoy this place, and I believe I could be very good at customer service. So I decided to apply.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you normally do? Have you ever held another position at all in terms of like volunteer or paid?
I have not had a paid job yet. I have done some community service in the past around my community, but that has been about it.
Any other where you've worked for someone other than a neighbor?
I only worked for my neighbor once or twice for gardening, but that was it.
Okay. Anything with different types of people, older, younger kids, or older adults? Have you worked at any type of volunteer work, interacting with different age groups?
I have interacted with lots of younger kids. For instance, I used to work at the daycare place at in my neighborhood, and I frequently go there a couple Saturdays.
Oh, so you do work for someone before?
No, just volunteering.
Volunteering. Okay. And what kind of activities did you do when you went to this daycare?
Well, it's mostly just watch the kids, make sure they eat, play with them, like get them into a good social environment so they can have fun.
Did you have to actually serve them food?
Well, yes, we did. We ordered it and brought it to them. Yes.
Okay, and you served them. Did you have to inquire? Did you just serve them and say, how did you present it?
Well, we did ask them what their choices were, what they wanted to drink, exactly if they wanted to eat a certain type of food, because we wanted them to be happy.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so would you say that you really would stay the whole time, or what is your work ethic? What kind of work ethic have you maintained?
Yes, I did stay the whole time. I would like to say I have a quite strong work ethic if it's something I love.
Okay, well, I guess since we don't really have any paid experience, okay, so I know you haven't had any paid positions, but you are, it looks here like you are a Point Vedra High School student. Can you just describe a little bit about how you handle your academics and your sports or hobbies?
Well, being in 9th grade and new to high school, I like to keep organized, and so I use a planner. I am always prompt, on top of my work, and I do maintain a certain grade point average. For this reason, I believe that if I worked at your ice cream parlor, I would always keep organized and always be on top of everything.
Okay. Now, how would your family describe you?
Well, it depends on the day, but mostly I believe they would say I am a positive, energetic person with a very, very, very happy mindset.
And have you ever come across anyone, a confrontation or a difficult situation? And how would you handle that?
Well...
And can you think of an example, perhaps?
Perhaps an example would be the kids in my math class, because I do not always appreciate the way they behave. But I just like to focus on the positives about them, and I just, in a way, ignore them, but I also just try to dissolve the situation as quickly as possible.
You're ever asked to work with them?
I am frequently asked to work with them, and I do my best to explain anything that they do not understand.
Perfect. Okay. Now, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Because you're in 9th grade now, so
yes.
Where would you see yourself, or do you have any goals for your 10 years?
For my 10 years, my goal is to get out of college, get a degree in something. I forgot if it's grad or master's, which come next, but I hope to get through that as well. And I hope to see myself in a steady job in a comfortable living situation. I would like to pursue something that I am interested in, but I do not know what I'm interested in yet. I would like to explore more.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And is there anything a decision you had made once in your past that maybe you would have changed and done differently, knowing now, like if you could turn back the clock?
Well, one of the things I would have done differently is I would have, instead of trying to take different difficult courses for next year, which I once tried to select, I would have rather just stuck with the electives I know I would have enjoyed more, instead of trying to take harder classes for more credits that would just make me stress and freak out, because I learned that it was a lot harder to try to go back and fix all my mistakes that I had previously made.
Perfect. Okay, and one thing, if we are able to hire you for the ice cream parlor, when would you be able to start?
I would be able to start as soon as possible, considering the fact that summer is 2 weeks away and I am almost done with my school.
Okay, and how would you get to and from our location? Would you have a reliable transportation?
Yes, my parents are quite reliable transports, as they both have cars and a driver's license, but I could also bike if needed.
And do you have a desired salary?
I do not have a desired salary yet, perhaps just minimum wage or a little above it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Daisy. And do you have your email and phone number on file?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, thank you, Daisy, very much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.